So let's see who we got as far as edge rushers. Oh, went down too far. So so Nick Bosa and Miles Garrett tied for 98, I think is perfect. I think Nick Bosa deserves it. Nick Bosa had a hell of a season. I think even if Nick Bosa was a 99, I wouldn't be mad, and Miles Garrett was still 98, 97, what he normally is. I think that'll be good. I think Miles Garrett finished second in sacks. He is on. I think one of these seasons, Miles Garrett is going to have a 20 sack season. He has all the tools, all of that. So Madden giving them to both 98, I'm definitely cool with that. I have no gripes with that. Micah Parsons being a 97, I kind of live with it. I think when you have like I don't really know how good his run defense is going to be on Madden, and I'm pretty sure they got his pass rushing super elite because he wins a lot of his like pass rush win rate is through the roof. So him being 97, I would probably say he should be like, because he was like a 80 something on the last match. I think he should be like 93, 92. But I understand the 97. I understand it for Micah. TJ Watt, I think they took him down a little bit because of his injuries. I still think he should be like a 97. We know if he wasn't hurt, we saw how he affects the game for the Steelers when he's in the game. He's a natural game changer. So TJ Watt being 94, I understand it because of the injuries. Vaughn being a 94 is kind of like, I don't know. I think, because the Rams had won that Super Bowl, people gave Vaughn a lot of credit for that. And I don't think Vaughn is still that level of player. I think Madden used to have Vaughn at around 94 when he was in his prime with the Broncos. So for them to have him that high still now, I think that's Madden again trying to hold on to like respect for a player. Max Crosby going up to 94. I'm not mad at it. I would probably put him at like a 90, but I see it. Max Crosby he's getting better and better. He's doing his thing. So, I'm not mad at it. I would probably put him around a 90. Joey Bosa, they took Joey Bosa down to 91. I think that has to do with also that has to do with injuries for Joey. He didn't play a full season in the last 2 seasons, I believe. So that's what's going on. But we know Joey when his skill set itself when he's on the field. So I'm cool with 91. Hassan Reddick is kind of high. He did end up getting 16 sacks last season, which is very impressive. But I think he did that on a very overall impressive defense. So, when your defense play is really good, a lot of the players start to get higher overalls on Madden because the team defense is playing good. So you can't take that away from him. So based on his stats alone, he deserved that 90. DeMarcus Lawrence, I think, is too high. He didn't really have he didn't have a double sack season. So it's kind of crazy how, he can be above people who've had who last year had the biggest sack seasons. Like Matt Judon is 10. I think Matt Judon deserves to be above DeMarcus Lawrence. But they do give DeMarcus Lawrence a lot of credit as a run stopper on Madden. I've seen so his run stopping ability is always high, which keeps his overall high. So if that's what they're basing it off of, can't necessarily be mad at that. So that kind of is where it is. And so they dropped out Cameron Jordan, which Cameron Jordan hasn't had a lot of drop off in his career. So for them to drop him off, I'm not too sure why. Khalil Mack hasn't been healthy in a while, and he's getting up there in age. Rashawn Gary, I think, is only going to get better this season. I think he's going to have actually a better season this year, so he probably should have been a little higher. But I think Rashawn Gary got to kind of prove it. And then Chandler Jones is clearly not the player he once was. Madden is probably still trying to give him a bit of show him a bit of love by still keeping him. He's probably somewhat relevant. He's probably like an 86, 87. I don't see him being lower than 85. If he is, then That would be something that Madden is doing right there. I would be really surprised about that. So now we're gonna move on to the wide receivers. This is the one we say the best for last because we know people love the wide receivers. So